कोण पुणी आध्यात्मिकतार निहाण शब्द त्याग उत्सर्ग साधना संन्यास निष्ठा एवं निष्काम समर्पणर उच्छ्वास यह मो दर्शनर साहस दर्शनरे विश्वास एवं दर्शनर प्रयास।
Esteemed Chief Speaker of today's seminar, Professor Satya SETHY sir, respected keynote speaker, Dr. Deepak Kumar BEHERA, led the Department of Philosophy for organizing a national seminar, perhaps for the first time in the Department of Philosophy. I am thankful to all the esteemed guests for being with us. Today we have a very important topic for discussion, highlighting the importance of ethics in personal and social life. Ethics is the foundation upon which we build our lives, and it is essential to explore philosophical teachings that guide us in maintaining an ethical life. To have more discussion on the topic, we have Professor SETHY and Dr. BEHERA, who will throw more light on this topic. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to both of you for accepting our invitation.
A warm welcome to all of you, respected Principal Madam, esteemed Chief Speaker Dr. SETHY sir, keynote speaker Dr. DEEPAK sir,
Our family member to cook something, eat something, wear good dress, Surya Namaskar, etc., etc. But I will take you one step ahead to tell you that along with yoga philosophy, there is a Sankhya philosophy. So together they guide you what are the ways you should understand your ego. And I'll tell you in the during of my talk that every living creature, whether it is an amoeba, reptile, animals, birds, human beings, any creature for that matter, that creature is having an ego. You may feel surprised, but I'll prove it in my argument, and I'll give certain evidences so that you can relate to your experience. So therefore I'll take Sankhya and Yoga. Can you hear me to the last one? Personality, ethics is important for us. Even animals, birds, other creatures, they also have a life. They move from one place to another place. They involve in recreation. They involve in speaking to each other. They learn each other. A cow has a certain sounds, therefore the calf is coming. A crow has a certain sound, therefore other crows are coming. They have a signal systems. Does it make sense, students? Yeah. So therefore, human beings are unique because we have a rationality, and ethics is an indispensable component of rationality. If you and me, we start behaving like animals and creatures, then humanity will not be there with us. So the basic difference between we and the other creatures, those who have life, is that we have ethics. Make sense? So irrespective of technological field that you belong to, in future, let's say if you are going to engineering, in later period, engineering, medical science, management science, social science, computer science, any field that you go, ethics is an essential component. Lot of philosophy students, I have guided them. Right now they are having civil services, IPS, IS in every states mostly. So therefore, and philosophy, if you have a philosophy means you have a little syllabus to clear it. Okay, I'll guide that later. Now therefore, whenever we talk about action and consequence, the three theory that we need to take into account: egoism, altruism, and utilitarianism. Now, what is egoism? Most of us, we know that if we do certain work, certain action, it's basically we think, what is the benefit I'm going to get it? Suppose I say, morning I am going for a walk, such a chill temperature, climate, right? What is the benefit I'm going to get it? Somebody said that, look, morning I cannot wake up. I'll not go for jogging, but evening. Then evening that person will say, today after snacks I'm tired, I'm not going for work. Now you see, in two cases, there is an action, there is a consequence. No money. I am not going to take money from staff, faculty or student. Whatever concerns, query, the health reasons they have, they come to me from morning 3 hours, afternoon 3 hours, I'll give just prescriptions with a good faith. That's an altruism, right? What is utilitarianism? An action somebody does that others would get benefit, and at the same time that person himself or herself gets benefit. So see that, all of you hear that, even though you have not joined into the job, in future if you are going to join in a job, let's say, yeah, somebody tells you lot of knowledge gyan. All of you understand Hindi, no? Okay, ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे सब हो जाएगा, अब खुद नहीं करते हैं, समझ रहे हो बात? So then what happens? That's a dramatic problem. You say that I'm having some health issue. I'm sure at least 100 people will come forward, give a free suggestion. You eat this, do this, that. Nothing will work. After that they will not pick up your phone call also. You see that ignorant mind? So that's what they say. If something happens, there must be a cause behind that. If the world has created, there's a cause. If you are listening to me, there's a cause. If I'm speaking to you, there's a cause. If you're writing something, there's a cause. There is nothing that happens on this earth without a cause. That's part of the physics. That's a part of, say, quantum physics, saying that anything that happens, there's a cause. Now, some of you might have heard about Higgs particle. Higgs particle is the cause of the whole creation of the universe, so on and so forth. So therefore, they say, if this is the case, the suffering that we have, it must have a cause. It may have more than one causes, but certainly there must be one cause. So through our knowledge, intelligence, we need to identify, either through eliminative method or through assertive method or through empirical method, in any method. We have to identify what are the regions that responsible for my suffering. And if we can seize some of these causes that bothers you, then your suffering will be limited. It will be reduced. So in that sense, we have learned that utilitarianism approach, what are the ways we should do that other suffering can
So
be
whether we are living in a society, whether the society is going to in the field of repulsive. So what is our duties? So can we think about the past, which we sometimes call that Satya sir jaha koile senior mane experienced person, they are redundant now. There are some students, some also the disciples and also some children of the parents, they think that they are outdated. But my dear friends, old is gold. It is proven. So we cannot deny Plato. In that way, we cannot deny Plato. So whenever, okay, please next slide. So whenever we are searching for the meaning of life, so the meaning of life is not that simply find where I am and what is my position. The meaning of life, to the best of my knowledge, my dear friends, is whether I am able to build myself or not, whether I am able to construct myself or not, whether I make myself a man of substance or not, so that I can create an impression that yes, I am a contributor of this society, not only the taker of the society. We are always in a mood of taking something. Mate dei de. Ei gift ta mate milla, thank you. So when we are offering something, then we get pleasure, we get happiness. But is it the real sense of happiness? Or is it the duty, the task of the present generation that we have to change the notion of pleasure, notion of the happiness? That is a question, my dear friends. So when you give something and you are getting pleasure, is it the real sense of happiness or is it the real sense of pleasure? That is a mark of question. If you delve deeper into the concept of Plato philosophy, definitely a question may be blinked in your mind and you may reform yourself. Am I right? That is my ambition, that is my aim to explain this presentation. So next thing is that the difference between normative and positive science. As you all know, ethics, so-called ethics, is a normative science. So why ethics is a normative science? As I have told that the very condition of my teaching is interactive. The second question is that why ethics is a normative sign. It's a challenge to Renubala madam, it's a challenge to the madam Rajalakshmi madam, and also Sudeshna madam and Elijah madam. My question is very specific. Why ethics is normative? कारण सेकेंड क्लासटा कौन कि जनरली माने आम जब इंटराक्ट न करिया पिला काले सोई साई पड़ियो तो आई एम नॉट ए गुड स्पीकर तेणु करी सो व्हेन आई कमिट fallacy means the next course of action will always be a fallacious action. So it is the time to know the bottle as it is. If it is a bottle, I have to identify it as a bottle. They said that no, nature is not so much important. Men are important. We the men, we should men at the center, and all the things are nature is periphery. मोर पैसा अच्छे माने मु 100 जंगल काटी देवी बुझे ना नहीं. This is the principle of sophist. मोर एटा अच्छे माने at the cost of forest, at the cost of any natural things, I will not give myself back gear to endanger the nature, because I have to put man at the center. Now the entire world is striving, my dear friends, for man-centric. Should not be in a favoritism manner. ये मोर चिन्हा सी मोर ये मु ताकू टिके आगु को नहीं आसीबी ताकू आकु पछे रखी देबी ये मो पाकू ट्यूशन आसुची आकु मो अधिका नोट्स दे देबी मीनिंगलेस ethics meaningless बुझे लगिने. When a teacher imparting the teaching in a classroom, keeping in view the philosophy of Jean-Paul Sartre of existentialism, that when you are imparting your teaching in a class, that you forget everything, and at that particular moment you are playing a role as a best teacher on the classroom. When you are at home, when you are dealing with your son or daughter, you must prove that, son, my dear daughter, I am the best father in this world. Human being a complete human being. जगन्नाथ भी हाथ नहीं जान ना नहीं तो तेणुक मोर तो हाथ अच्छी ना गोड़ अच्छी ठीक अच्छे. आई एम ए साउंड माइंड सो कॉल्ड एते तो मुझे पागला नहीं तो how can I can make my identity as a contributor to this college? Can I give some gift when I am leaving my college? Are these questions are inculcating in your mind or not? That is a matter of question also. So that is the Plato intention, is to develop collective consciousness for an ideal. Next question आसिला पिला माने आमे समस्ते यूनाइटेड हेई रहिबा भलो ना डिविजन हेई जिबा भलो. मो स्त्री मो पिला मो अलगा रहबी तू भाई अलगा रह किए कहब कुह हाँ हाँ यूनाइटेड रह. वेरी गुड बस थैंक यू. हाँ बट आई ऑब्जेक्ट. Why I object that, being a critical thinker, union is the epidermic level of thoughts. But when I am focusing on division, can you expect without a sweeper, without distributing some duty to sweeper, without distributing some duty to the clerk or establishment section of KK Women's College, without distributing duty to the teacher, student, principal, IPC coordinator, sports officer, can we run the college smoothly? बुझिपाल झील आम जदि कम को बांटुनु मुझे कहीदे पूरा मो बाहागर को सबू आसब सबू. व्हेन वी से ऑल मीन्स लॉजिक रे जानी थी ना नहीं. अरे क्या इनवाइट करते हाँ समस्त को डाकीदे कहीं नहीं. एक्जिस्टेंशियल इंपोर्ट ऑफ प्रपोजिशन जब प्लस टू रे थी नहीं तो तेणुक united is good, union is good, unison is essential, but thing is that unless Plato कहते unless we divide, unless we apply the division of labor, जो काम जार जो पर्सन बेस्ट सुइटेड तापाई जदि आम से डिविजन करना ताहले वी कैन नॉट थिंक फॉर यूनाइटेड. बुझे ना नहीं. जिते बड़े सनी देवल कुए ये 2.5 किलो का हाथ किसी के ऊपर पड़ता है ना वो उठता नहीं उठ जाता है. तो वन 2.5 किलो का हाथ जो कहूँ ही मेक्स ए मुट्ठी ना नहीं. तो तेणुक 1 2 3 4 5 आंगुलीर रोल अच्छी टू स्ट्रेंथन दैट यूनियन फैक्टर. तो इन दैट वे डिविजन इज इम्पोर्टेंट. आम आई राइट और रॉन्ग? देन क्वेश्चन आसे व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिविजन. तो आम यूनाइटेड कहलु ठीक अच्छे बट क्रिटिकली इफ यू थिंक दैट प्लाटो आइडियल सोसाइटी आउटलाइन ए नेचुरल हायरार्की बेस्ड ऑन डिविजन ऑफ लेबर जो कौन अच्छी प्रोड्यूसर अच्छी वारियर अच्छी फिलोसोफर किंग अच्छी जोटा कि प्लाटोंकर गोटे डायलॉग प्लाटो सबुटांग डायलॉग रे लिखा है रिपब्लिक डायलॉग रे एटा लिखा है तापर आमे जीवा जेहेतु एटा कोर्स कॉन्टेक्स्ट अच्छी व्हाट इज ट्रिपैट्रिएट सोल ये जो डिवीजन कराला तीन भाग रे डिवीजन कराला तो व्हाट इज ट्रिपैट्रिएट सोल आमर जो से सोल कहउचंती आमर सोल कारण बॉडी रे से कहउचंती प्लाटो कहउचंती बॉडी अच्छी माने बॉडी में पेरिश इन द नेक्स्ट मूवमेंट देयर माइट बी सो मेनी चेंजेस इन योर बॉडी तुमर 21 शार्ट पैंट आज चेष्टा कले भी तुम पिंधि पारियो ना जेते चेष्टा कर दियो बुझुछ ना नहीं आम राइटर तो तेणुक आवर बॉडी देयर इज ए चेंज इन आवर बॉडी से कहते ना आई एम फोकसिंग व्हिच इज अनचेंज्ड इन नेचर